Hello, Meoni here, and welcome back to another short news video. This time we're looking at a brand new updated special site. On the patch 4.5 special site, there is now the patch 4.56 update. So let's go through what was added to this website. So this is indeed pretty hype. Before we get in touch with this, 4Gamer, which is usually a quite well trusted news outlet in Japan, have actually announced on Twitter today that part 2 of the 4.5 storyline, i.e. patch 4.56, is supposed to be launching on March the 26th. Whether this is a direct leak or a really good guess, but that means that we can potentially look forward to the patch next week on Tuesday, which is very exciting to say the least. But for now, let's look at what exactly is in patch 4.56, or at least what they've updated on this special site. You'll see the Requiem for Heroes Part 2. This is the main storyline continuation and has 2 images. The first is of Xenos Yegalvis with his broken mask there during your battle in the Gimlet Dark, or at least the cutscene that we have yet to see in-game. And the second image there is of a very tearful looking Tataru. Kind of worrying, to say the least, I think you'll agree. And it says, with their negotiations in tatters, the Eorzean alliance must shore up its defences as the Empire brings its might to bear on the Alamegan border. In a bid to tip the scales, the Warrior of Light rushes to join the fray, and all the while a mysterious voice beckons. Can Eorzea's champion resist the call, or will this otherworldly Requiem claim its final victim? So that's very interesting, and of course that points the possibility towards us being incapacitated, much like the other Scions, which also could mean that's a reason for why Tataru could be crying, but of course that's all speculation. We have absolutely no idea until theoretically next Tuesday when we might get this patch. The only other updates to the special site include on the additional updates section. If you go down, you'll see 2 new sections. This is the Even Further Hildebrand Adventures section, which has 2 images, the first of which is Hildebrand dressed up in the Kagane Gateguard gear, and of course the second one there showing what appears to be a flashback of Godbert and his mother with Hildebrand there as a baby, which is quite interesting. And it reads, what a wretched state of affairs it is to have Shigure detained for aiding and abetting the escape of a wolf burglar, when it was more or less my brilliant idea. Justice and guilt, but mostly justice, compel me to remedy this situation with all due alacrity. And to that end, I would investigate the questionable activities of Master Akebono, who is doubtless the villain at the heart of these dark intrigues. Yet what is this curious sensation, this foreboding familiarity which gnaws at my breast? Could it be a long-lost fan? And this is obviously pointing towards the potential of the Yojimbo Trial. I actually played this at FanFest, and you can see it on the schedule for the staged events over at the FanFest for Tokyo as well. Essentially, it's a combination of Gilgamesh and Yojimbo together. It was quite a difficult fight at FanFest, but obviously they probably turned the dial up quite a bit to give you a challenge. But I would imagine that this will probably be when that gets debuted into the game as an actual activity to do as part of Hildebrand. So that's going to be nice to see. It's been a long time since we had a Hildebrand trial for sure. And the other section, indeed the last section to update, was the Stormblood Beast Tribe quest. This bit excites me quite a bit. The image here is of an Ananta and a Makote sitting there in the spa inside Kagane, because you can see the airship, the Prima Vista in the sky there. It says, a spectacular tale awaits in the Far East, where the Ananta, Kojin and Namazu meet at last. But for them to come together, things must first fall apart. I cannot wait for that. Apparently we're going to be getting a Namazu costume, or at least that was rumoured from something that Yoshi P said at a previous FanFest or a live letter in the past. But yeah, I can only imagine the sorts of things we're going to get. Probably some different recoloured minions, hopefully some outfits, and maybe a mount. That would be really cool. I'm looking forward to that quite a bit, more than a lot of the other content. But obviously the second part of the storyline has got me hyped for next week. So either way, thank you for watching this video. Tell me what you're the most hyped about in the comment section below, and I'll speak to you all next time.